Yes, good afternoon, traders. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to Traders Hub YouTube channel, where we post trading educational content and weekly technical analysis. With me is with you is Maalim Mathman, head trader at Traders Hub, and it's very unfortunate that this week's technical analysis we are having them on Monday, and this is due to inescapable circumstances. But nevertheless, let's jump into the charts and continue. As usual, we're going to start with dollar index, and we're going to start from the daily time frame. You can see that the price has broken structure to the upside. Yes, you can see that the price broke structure to the upside, retraced, and as anticipated, from I think you can view I think the two previous weeks analysis. Yes, you can view that we anticipated that dollar index will break structure to the upside, and as anticipated, you can see that the price has pushed up and broken structure to the upside, and this is a very significant break of structure as it is on the daily time frame. Yes, and our two liquidity areas, or our main range, is this currently we're in. And so I'm anticipating that since we have broken structure to the upside, I'm anticipating that we are going to have a retracement to at least 61.8 Fibonacci level before we continue to the upside. On anticipating that the price will retrace to at least 61.8 and take all this internal liquidity before we continue to the upside. Yes, that's my analysis on dollar index on daily time frame. Can head over to 4-hour time frame. Is anything interesting here? And yes, the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we've had this break of structure, a 4-hour break of structure to the upside, and currently we are dealing on this range here. Yes, currently we're in this range, and as usual, after every impulsive phase and break of structure, we must have a correction before any continuation. And so before we have the daily before we have the daily correction, we must have at least a correction maybe we can still have a correction on 4-hour time frame and a continuation, and probably we might not have the daily time frame correction, and so I'm anticipating that we can have a correction to at least a discounted zone, or a break of structure, correction, and deeper correction to the downside in line with the daily range. And so currently we have nothing interesting on the dollar index, and so we have to wait and see what the price will tell us. So I'm anticipating that this range will push it further, or by the break of this range we might have that daily correction. And so We don't trade dollar index, neither do we trade dollar alone. We usually trade dollar denominated pairs, and so let's look what Euro USD has to offer. And yes, you can see that this is daily time frame. As usual, we start from the daily time frame, and you can see that the same picture. Okay, whatever you have on the dollar index, usually the dollar index and Euro USD, these are inversely correlated pairs, and so whatever you have on the dollar index will have inversely of that USD. And as you can see that after the we had this break of structure to the downside, which caused this change of character or trend change, and then we had this correction to at least we had this correction to 61.8 as anticipated, and all this range, the continuation impulsive range, we anticipated it, and as usual, after correction to 61.8 or 50 Fibonacci to at least 78.6 Fibonacci level, we anticipate a continuation from those levels. Okay, and as anticipated, you can see that price pushed lower, but you can see that the Euro USD has not broken structure yet. Okay, there's that we call that divergency. You can see that dollar index broke structure completely to the upside. Okay, but let me do away with this. As you can see that dollar index broke structure completely upside, but unfortunately Euro USD has not broken structure, but nevertheless we trade what we have, and so still and that's why we can still have the continuation, the 4-hour range that we have. Let's not jump into conclusion. Let's head over to 4-hour time frame and see what we have. And yes, you can see that we are currently trading this range. Clearly, the price has broken structure to the downside. You can see it's the same pattern that we look at. Okay, break of structure, correction, the correction, break of structure. After every break of structure, correction. After every correction, break of structure. After every break of structure, correction. After every correction, impulsive phase and a break of structure. And after every break of structure, as usual, we're going to have what? A correction to at least 61.8 Fibonacci and 78.6 Fibonacci level before any continuation to the downside. So I'm currently anticipating that we are going to have that correction, deeper correction, before we continue to the upside. Yes. And to fuel that impulsive short range, we are going to have to take this, probably this internal liquidity before we continue. So that's my analysis on Euro USD. And if you are keen and pay attention, you can see that it's the same pattern that we look to anticipate, look to capitalize on. Yes, that's my analysis on Euro USD. let's look at what we have. GBPUSD. People call it cable. Yes. Yes. I mean, the daily time frame is not you can take this as your break of structure. But again, you'll be filtering a lot of information here, as you can see that it is this range that led to the break of this break of structure here. Okay, so you can say that this is a correction of this, probably this continuation, but fundamentals does not support that, and neither does the and neither does the dollar strength support that. So with the current with the current geopolitical landscape and dollar strength, I'm bearish on this market. Okay, so I don't want to complicate this at all, because we don't have a very clear analysis. So let's head over our it makes more sense. Yes, but we can leave it at this. After this good break of structure, it will now confirm that. Yes, after this break of structure, it will now confirm the change of character of this. Yes, this break of structure will now confirm this trend change over here. And so this will be our next target. But until then, let's not jump into conclusion, and we trade what we see, not what we want to see. And so let's not put more weight on the daily time frame on this specific currency or on this specific pair. But you can see that on the 4 hour, we have a very good, yes, you can see that we have been having very good price formation and very good price action. You can see that we've had this break of structure, correction, internal break of structure, correction, break of structure, which is still an internal. Yes, still it was an internal break of structure, and then we had a deeper correction again, and we had this a very good impulsive break of structure to the downside. And of course, after every break of structure, we anticipate a correction to the at least premium levels, which are 61 and 78, before any continuation to the downside. And you can see that on the downside we have plenty of liquidity to grab. Yes, you can see that we have plenty of liquidity on the downside to grab. We have this one over here and the main target down there. And so, as usual, we are going to plot our Fibonacci tool. Yes. We anticipate we are going to have that correction to at least 61.78.6 Fibonacci level before any continuation. And yes, you can short from here. think you can short from any of these levels. But yes, and just to remind you, again, when the price reaches our point of interest, we don't just jump into the we don't just jump into positions. Just wait for confirmation, which can be which can be change of character, the lower time frame, and that will give us even a better risk to reward ratio. You can see that if we jump into this position from, let's say, 78.6, you can see that you will get around 1:3.6 risk to reward ratio. And if you were to take it from 61.8, it doesn't even make sense, which will be 1.64. So you can see that if we are going to be patient, wait for that break of structure on the lower time frame and enter in the premium zones of that lower time frame structure, you can see that you are going to have that you are going even better risk to reward ratio. So this is I say most of the time in these markets we wait, okay, and so in this game of waiting, you have to be patient. Patience dictates really your success. And yes, that's my analysis on GU. And probably we can look at what I have on GJ here. On GJ, GJ, yes. On GJ, you can see that we had this very good impulsive to the upside, okay? It is the one that caused this break of structure over. And so after every break of structure, we anticipate a correction. And so you can see that we had a very good impulsive phase correction, okay? Very good again. Impulsive phase. One can argue that we have had that correction, and we are going to see if it has reached at least 61.8 Fibonacci level, and probably we are in that impulsive phase of continuation. But I'm still anticipating that just look here. Well, you can see that it has reached 61.8, I think. So probably we are in that continuation phase, okay? So let's go to the lower time frame, see what we have. Well, the 4-hour time frame, unfortunately, you can see that the price has shifted. Yes, has shifted going lower, okay, because we've had this change of character. retracement, break of structure. Probably this can be another break of structure. This was yes, break of structure, and again retracement, break of structure. Probably can still have that continuation to the downside. Okay, but until we take this till we break structure to the upside, it's when we can start longing this market. Okay, till we get this break of structure is when we can continue to long this market. And so you can see that currently GJ is on 50-50, and so I don't want to complicate anything else. Let's see what the price will say. You can still look for shorts probably when it reaches premium levels, and with patience, when you get the break of structure, the lower time frame, you can still short it. And if it fails on shorting, we're going to wait for that retracement to discounted zone and long it. And so I don't have I think that's my analysis for the week. I only have GJ, GU, EU on my radar, and probably we can look at what Bitcoin is doing here. Yes. What has Bitcoin been doing? You can see that Bitcoin has broken structure to the downside on the daily time frame, but unfortunately this was not a significant break of structure, as it only took liquidity and started retracing higher. And so the price is bearish. Yes, the price is bearish, but at the same time you can see that the 4 hour has shifted have shifted to the upside, and so we are currently trading on this range here. Okay, we are currently trading on this range. This is the low of this range, this is the high, and this range. You can see that price again has retraced to premium zones, and so probably can still yes, probably you can still have that continuation of 4 hour before we get the overall trend continuation the daily time frame. Okay, yes, that's my analysis on BTC. And again, if you pay attention from the start, you can see that we are currently on the waiting phase, because all these pairs have broken structure to the upside or to the downside, and currently we have to wait for the correction before we jump in. And that's almost half of the time. Yes, half of our time as traders, waiting for price to get to the levels that we want before we engage ourselves. And just to remind you, if it's your first time joining us, this is Traders Hub YouTube channel, where we post trading educational content and weekly technical analysis. And for more information on the description below, yes, on the description below, we have the links to our social platforms. And for anyone who's interested, we also run a professional masterclass for anyone who wants to level their Forex career. And so without wasting time, let me just remind you, please subscribe to our channel, share this share our content, and please don't forget to like and comment anything. ask any question. If it's any clarification that you want, please feel free and ask anything. And with me, yes, with you is Mali Mathan. With you is Mali Mathman, a head trader at Traders Hub, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.